Hello students, welcome to Triveni Memorial Senior Secondary School online classes. Today we are going to start chapter 13 of unit 3, Introduction to Email. Email, as the name suggests, stands for electronic mail, that is a message can be sent which can be sent electronically from one device to another. Like we used to send the letter in the previous days, now we have the email facility with the help of which there is no cost needed to send and it can be sent through the electronic media. So we can say that electronic mail is the biggest asset in sending and receiving messages from one computer to another, and it allows us to communicate quickly with the people around the world at any time. Since there is no cost related to it, so this is also an economical mode of communication, and same message can be sent to more than 100 people at the cost of a local phone call. That is, no cost is needed and the same message can be sent to many people at the same time. So it also helps in reducing the wastage of the paper. Now there are some applications of email. That is, what are the features of email? We can say the first is the cost of sending an email is nominal. Like if we want to send an email, we need only an internet connection, and if already we have an internet connection, there is no such cost as such. Second is messages are sent and received instantly. As soon as you enter the email address of the person to whom the message needs to be sent and click on the send button, immediately the message is sent to that person, and that person will receive the message in his or her inbox. Third is email never gets lost and do not reach the wrong destination. You need to enter the proper email address and the email will reach the proper destination. And then we have email allows us to be in touch with the people who stay far away. Like any person who is far away from us, we can communicate with him with the help of emails. Then we can attach pictures, videos and sounds to the emails as well. We can read, print and forward, reply and delete and save the received message. And also in this, automatically it has an address book, calendar, instant messenger and so many other things for our convenience. It also provides the customer verification which is required for the other web services. Like if you open any website, sometimes it asks that if you want to get the messages from that website, you need to enter your email ID. Okay. Next we have, it can be accessed anywhere at any time on any computer that has the internet connection. Email can be opened in your phones also. It can be opened on any electronic device like your tablets or your computers also, right? So these are some of the applications of email. Now we are going to learn about the email account. Now in order to send the email, the person should have the email account, and the email account is put off the receiver when we are sending the mail. Okay. So next we have is email address. So in order to create the email address, we should have an email account. So email account provider, password and email settings need to be done. So email address, what is the email address? It is a name that uniquely identifies an email account on a network. To send and receive the emails, we need to have an email address, and it has two parts, that is username and domain name, and one part of the domain name is the domain extension. Here you can see this email ID, it is written kipspublishingworld@gmail.com. So the parts of email address are separated by @. One is the front part, one is the back part. The front part is the username and the part after @ is the domain name. Username is the name of the person's account, which can be the name of the person itself or any institution, and domain name is the location of the person's account on the internet. Like the Skips Publishing World has its account on Gmail, and what type of account? .com. .com stands for commercial organization. So after the domain name we have .com or .in or .net as the extension, domain extension, which indicates the type of organization, right? Next we have email program. Now for using the web-based emails, that is the mails which can be done or used on the computer, we need to register with the email service provider, so that we can get a free account and we can create a login with username and password. So what is username? It is the email address of the person, and then we need to have the password so that we can only have the access to that particular application. Some of the well-known email services are like we have Gmail, we have Yahoo, we have MSN. So these are some of the web-based email services. You can create your account on Gmail or Yahoo or MSN, Rediff Mail. These are some of the email services which are provided by internet. Next we have is email message format. When we create an email, how do we send the message? It has different option. First is the from option. It means who is sending the mail. Suppose I am sending the mail to you, so in the from part my email ID will come and two part will have the email ID of the recipient, किसको भेजा जा रहा है. Then subject is the topic of the message, like it is a message for congratulating your cousin or any relative for winning the sports award. So for that purpose, congratulation message like the subject can be added. Then we have CC and BCC part. CC stands for carbon copy, BCC stands for blind carbon copy. Sometimes it happens that we may want to send the same message to many people. So for that purpose, we add their email addresses either in the to section or in the CC section. So all the recipients who are getting the mail, like there are like hundreds of people, so all the people will know that this message has been sent to the other person. Then we have is the message body, which has the actual content of the email. Now how do we create an email account? So in order to create an email account and get our email address, first of all we should have the internet connection on our computer on our phone, and then we need to open the website www.gmail.com. After opening this website, you have to click on create account link and go to the next page. A registration form will appear. Fill the registration form, choose a username and a password, and it will show you an agreement. Accept the terms and conditions of the agreement, and the email account gets created if the all entries have been filled properly. After the email account is created, it can be used to send and receive the emails to the recipients. Now we have some parts of the email account. First is inbox. Whenever you receive any message from any of the sender, all the messages or the mails will be displayed in the inbox. Just to read that mail, click on that particular mail and the content of that mail will be displayed to you, right? Next we have is compose or write email. See, this is the page which will appear when you will open your email ID. At the left side you will have different options: inbox, outbox, compose. So compose is the option which helps us to write a new message. In that there are different parts which we have learned here, these all parts from to subject, CC, BCC, message body. So in order to just write down the message, in the to part you need to type the email address of the person to whom you want to send the email. In the CC part you need to type the email IDs of the person to whom you want to send a copy of the mail. There can be more than one person also, and these addresses mentioned in this field are visible to all the recipients. All recipients are able to see the all email IDs. Then we have the BCC. It is also used to send a copy of the mail to the several people, and but the email address mentioned in this field is not visible to the other people, right? Now subject, as told earlier, it is a brief short description of the mail. The content for which you are writing the mail, just a short description so that the user just sees the subject and gets to know what the mail is all about. Then the message, the normal message like we write in the letters or in the paragraph form, and your name should be at the bottom. So you can also format the text using the available features. You can make it bold, italic, etc. whatever the features are available at that time, right? Then now we have composed the mail. Now we want to send the mail, and before sending we want to attach a file also. So in order to send the mail, after composing you have to click on the send button, and in case if you want to add any file like any audio file, video file or any image, you have to just click on the attach file option. Like here you have the message, and below this you will see this pin type option. This is the attach file icon. Just click on that one. The open dialog box will appear. Now browse the file and select the file you would like to attach and click on the open button. So the particular file will get attached to your mail, and then you have to click on the send button. The file will be sent as an attachment. If the file is larger than 25 MB, then it is sent as a Google Drive link. Okay. Now we have replying and forwarding email. Replying and forwarding email means we have received the email. Suppose now we want to reply to the email, so we have to just click on the reply option. So when you just reply, see, we can create a new mail also using the compose option. But why we use a reply option? So that any person, it may be any institution who sends lot of messages in a day to many of the students. So what will happen is, if we click on the reply option, the original message which we have received, that will also go to the sender along with our reply, right? And next is forwarding the email. Suppose the same mail, same message we want to send to the any of the friend. So in that case, what we can do is just click on the forward button, and same message can be sent to the person whom we want to send by adding the email address of that person, right? Next we have is MCQs and true false. Just try them yourself, they are very easy. Next we have a C part question answers. These need to be done in the notebook. The first question is, what are the parts of an email address? Briefly explain each of them. So we have learnt about the two parts, that is the username and the domain name. The part before @ is the username, part after the @ is domain name along with the domain extension. Just write the names and explain them. Second question is, why is email so popular over conventional mails? Because it has low cost and it can be sent through internet. It reaches immediately. Whatever the applications of email which we have learned in this chapter, at least 5 you need to write. Why it is popular over conventional mails? Conventional mails means the earlier mails like letters which we used to send to our relatives, right? Next we have is, what are the parts of an email? This we have already covered in the first question. So just write down all the parts, that is username, domain name and domain extension in the first question itself. So no need to do the third question. Then question number 4, discuss the procedure to attach a file to an email message. This we have learned just now. First compose a message, add all the fields in that one, and then click on the attach file icon and add the audio, video, image, whatever you want to, and then click on the send button. Write down the steps which are given in the book for this question. I hope you have understood the chapter well. In case you have any doubt, you can message me. With this, the explanation of this chapter is complete. Thank you, students. Have a good day.